All right, let's get right into it. If you're here, I'm guessing you've got a Saudi family visit visa that's about to expire and you're feeling the heat. You need clear, simple answers and you need them now. So let's figure out the exact steps you need to take today.
Yeah, that deadline is getting closer every single day, isn't it? And I know how incredibly stressful that can be. You're probably worried about making a wrong move, about fines, or even worse, having your family leave when you're not ready. But hey, the good news? There is a way through this.
But here's the thing you absolutely have to understand. What you do next, well, it's not the same for everyone. Your whole game plan, your chances of success, it all boils down to just one single piece of information about your visa. And what is that one thing? It's your visa type. Simple as that. Are you holding a single entry visa or a multiple entry visa? Because knowing that, well, it sends you down one of two totally different roads.
So think of it like this. On one side, you've got the single entry visa. That's kind of the safer bet, you know? It's more predictable and, most importantly, it has a backup plan. But on the other side, you've got the multiple entry visa, and that one, whew, that's the high stakes path. You have to make the right call and fast. Let's tackle the easier one first, the single entry visa.
Okay, so if you've checked and you've confirmed your family's on a single entry visa, you can take a bit of a breath. This whole process is way more straightforward. Let's walk through exactly what you need to do.
So for your standard 2 or 3 month single entry visa, the plan is pretty simple. You can usually extend it twice, right online through Absher. The process is just what you'd expect. Pay the fee, get the medical insurance sorted, and then hit apply. And you know what? Most of the time, it just works. No drama.
But I can practically hear you asking, what if it doesn't work? What if I get that annoying error message? Or what if you've got 5 family members and 4 get extended, but one of them gets stuck? It happens, and it can definitely cause a panic. But listen, don't.
Because for the single entry visa, and this is the huge difference here, there is a clear, solid backup plan if the online system lets you down. You are not stuck without options.
Here is your plan B, your manual backup. In the last 2 days before that visa expires, and timing is key here, you're going to go online to the Tawassul service and submit a request. Now, super important, print out the request number. Then, you'll take that piece of paper, your proof of payment, the insurance docs, and head over to a Jawazat, the passport office. This is your safety net. It worked.
Okay, let's shift gears. We have to talk about the multiple entry visa. And if this is you, I really need you to lean in and listen close. The rules here, they're a completely different ballgame, and things are a lot more urgent.
So for a second, just forget about Absher. The very first thing you need to do right now is grab the passport and find that original visa sticker, the one they stamped in. The validity date printed on that physical piece of paper, well, that date is now the most important date in this entire process.
Now, if you look at that paper and the date hasn't passed yet, congratulations, you are in a great spot. This is your golden ticket to get another 3 months, but you have to move and move decisively.
And here's the bottom line. Your only correct move is an exit and re-entry. That's it. Your family leaves Saudi Arabia, they turn around and come right back in, and boom, they get a brand new 3-month stay. Do not try to extend online. Do not wait around. This is your one and only option.
This really drives the point home. Someone was telling me about a case where they waited till the last second, when both their Absher validity and the paper validity were expiring. It was, and I quote, a big blunder. Seriously, if that paper is still valid, you must use it for an exit and re-entry.
Okay, but what if you look at that paper and the date has already passed? If it's expired, your whole situation just changed. Your options are now incredibly limited. And I'm going to be honest with you, at this point, it really just comes down to luck.
So here's the deal. It's a bit of a gamble. You're going to pay the fee, you're going to get the insurance, and then you're going to go on Absher and try to extend it. Just once. If it works, you are one of the lucky ones, seriously. But if it fails, if you see any kind of error message at all, that's the end of the road. Your family has to start preparing to leave immediately.
And I have to be crystal clear about this, so there's no confusion. For a multiple entry visa with an expired paper, if that Absher extension fails, there is no backup. No Tawassul, no going to the Jawazat office, nothing. There is no plan B right now.
Look, maybe in the past an agent could have helped you out, but as of right now, the system is shut down for them too. They can't do anything for this situation. So please, don't waste precious time looking for another way. It will just rack up overstay fines. If it fails, you gotta move fast and book those flights.
Okay, I know that was a ton of really critical information. So let's just boil it all down into one final super simple checklist. This will tell you exactly what you need to do today.
Think of this as your personal action plan. Just find your situation on the left. Got a single entry visa? Try Absher. If it acts up, you've got the Tawassul and Jawazat backup. Multiple entry with a valid paper? Don't even think about it. Just do an exit and re-entry now. And if you have a multiple entry visa but the paper has expired, you get one roll of the dice with Absher. If it fails, it's time to depart. So I'm going to leave you with this one last really important question. Right now, as you're sitting here, do you know for sure what type of visa you have and what the expiry date is on that physical visa paper? Because if you don't, that's your job for the next 5 minutes. Go check. Everything you do next depends on it.